Hi, this is Kendra from Pencil and Pigment, and today I am working on my planner. I am building a planner from scratch for 2025, and I thought I would go over some options and we can look at things. So I was trying to figure out covers because I'm really worried. I'm kind of hard on my covers. This is the planner I have this year, the Midori Hibino, and as you can see, it's getting really dirty. And I even put a protector down to keep it from getting dirty, but this doesn't come with like a plastic sleeve you can purchase. As it was almost $70, it feels like purchasing an extra thing for it is kind of too much anyway. But it's getting really dirty just because of all the different media I use on my desk. So especially dry media, chalk pastels and charcoals, really when they're loose get blown around. And I do try and clean my desk. I also have, I wipe it down, I wash it down, I have a magic eraser. Like, I do everything. But because I'm so prolific on this desk with all the media, it just gets everywhere. So one of my major concerns for this planner I'm making is the cover, and I'm trying to figure out if I should use the one that came with this catalog. This is the 23. I really like this size. I'm gonna trim it down. It's not super thick. I have the 24, which is, this is the David Austin Roses, and the 24 catalog is completely different than the 23. Like, it's just so completely different. From the photography to how they built and put the catalog together. Even the cover of the 24 is way thicker than the 23. Like, it's super thick. So it feels almost like twice the thickness. I'm wondering, what, oh, is the 25th edition? Maybe that's why they went so big. From the 24th edition to the 25th. I'm not sure. But I need to come up with something that's super durable, that I can wipe down a little bit. And I've been mulling over some ideas. Some ideas I had were taking cardboard bits and covering them and building like an actual cover. I have a slip cover for one of our hardback books. This is an art history book. This is the Gardener's Art Through the Ages 15th edition. It's a global history. It's fairly inclusive. I mean, it could always be better. But here's the slip cover that we're not using. So, sorry about that. And I thought about, do you remember, like, back in the day, bringing textbooks home? I'm dating myself here. I'm 44, so you'd bring a textbook home, you would grab a brown paper bag, and you would literally, like, fold and make and tape and make a slip cover to put your textbook in to protect the pages, to protect the cover of it. I thought about turning this into its own slip cover. It is art related. It kind of goes, oh gosh. So I have a bachelor's degree in design. So like the artist in me is trying to like make everything matchy-matchy. And the designer says matchy-matchy. The artist says let it go. So maybe we'll just let it go, and part of the charm will be that nothing matches, and that's the theme. Or I have, this was like a peel and stick wallpaper that I used as shelf liner for our kitchen drawers. 2020, the pandemic projects were legitimate, and I had an extra roll. It's a little textured. It's ferns. It looks really nice. We have a lot of like bamboo drawer organizers, so it looks cool. This might be something that I can cover cardboard with and make a cover. I'm just trying to figure out what would be not only like unique and creative, but durable and lasting. Because again, I keep my planners for years and years because of notes, because it's a time capsule. And then I can see, you know, the next year I can look back at my old planners and go, okay, this is what I had, this is what worked, this is what didn't work. This is what I do again, this is what I change. I want to take sections out of this one. This is the 22. I have the 23 as well. I'm going to save the 23 for a 2026 planner. They stopped making these, unfortunately. But I like the newsprint, and I like that I can color this in like a coloring book. But I want to take sections out like their signatures and either like traveler's notebook and put string around, like put the string and attach it that way, or stitch in signatures, or tuck and glue, or tip in. I want to put in signatures of this in here, and I want to cut some of these out. I just need to find the best way to create a protective cover. And this is really smooth. It's wipeable. I wouldn't say heavily washable. Like I wouldn't soap and water this, but it is, at least this side has a really good sheen to it that I could use a damp cloth. I'm talking if there's like a nightmare on my desk. If I'm going through a huge project, and again, because I use my planner, I open it up, I do stuff in it every single day for 365 days. And then I store it, and I get my old planners out about once a month-ish and look at things and go through my notes and stuff. I need it long lasting, and I'm worried that if I'm making it myself, it just won't be super, super durable because I don't have a lot of book binding, book creating knowledge. Like that's not one of my skills in my skill set. I want it to be, and it can be with a lot of practice and doing this over and over and over again, year after year. But currently, I don't have like a lot of extras of different things to experiment with. So I kind of have to do things right the first time. And I'm really hoping, because this has like, it's a matte cover. Both these covers are the same printing job, but it's like it almost feels foamy. For it being on paper, it definitely has like a foam feel. I can't even describe it. It's not like fuzzy. It's foamy, which is really, really strange. So I don't know how that cleans up long term. I don't know how lasting that is. Again, the cover on this one is pretty thin. And I need durable covers. Like of all the things I need, like making a list when I'm making this planner of stuff that I need and stuff that I want. I want a ton of extra pages just because, you know, you never know what's going to happen in the year for notes and things. But I need calendar spreads, and I need a durable cover, and I need it not to fall apart. So the binding and how I adhese everything together is going to be a thing. So what I've been doing for the calendar spreads is I have a roll of this brown, really thin craft paper. We use this for wrapping because it's recyclable and we can design on it and stuff. It's really fun. I've been cutting chunks, and then I've been crinkling it, like balling it up. And when you do this with paper, it totally like destroys the integrity of the fibers and the pulp, which you're never supposed to do. Like, don't erase on watercolor paper because it wrecks the fibers. But unless you're doing it on purpose. So welcome to Craft Hour with Kendra, where we take the rules and we throw them away. So I've been crinkling this and creating like the texture of well-worn leather, like an old pirate map, kind of ish. and it becomes really soft and really fuzzy when you crinkle stuff on purpose, like way too much for way too long. And that's what I've done. And these are going to be my calendar spreads within this, because I feel like the brown is a really nice color and one I like brown. So I get that it's not for everyone. I tried it with some Astro Brights. Like I had some yellow, I just cut it in half. And I did the same thing, like I just crinkled it. We have this Astro Bright color, it's kind of the rainbow. And I thought for calendar spread, it's so bright. I mean, I could totally take this theme and I could do neons, I could do browns, I could do shades of gray to go with these things. I just feel like the neon is too distracting. Unless you're a neon person, in which case, do you. But I feel like this looks like plant fibers more. Like it looks like it wants to be tree branches and stalks and weird things. So I feel like the brown just works. So this is, and I tried writing on it. So I've written, can you see this? It says written before wrinkled. And I wrote on here with my Rotring Isograph, this is waterproof ink. And I wanted to see if the lettering would be damaged if I wrote before I wrinkled, because it's a lot harder to write on stuff when it's not flat and it's wrinkly like this. But it came out fine. So my calendar spreads are going to be this consistency. They're going to look like this. I've been making executive decisions here. See, this is the start of a wrinkle. It's just not fully wrinkled yet. But it gets there, and then it gets really, really soft. And this is going to be really fun to glue in, and then have my monthly calendar on here, and then little notes that I can jot down. I'm going to have to sort of... Boy, it's weird to wrinkle to flatten. It seems counterproductive, but I really like the design aesthetic of it. I like the quality. It's strange. My planner is going to be weird, and I'm here for it. Gosh, that's a great illustration. I want everything. I want the weird photographs, and I want the newsprint illustrations. I want it all. So, the question is, do I cut this guy? And he could totally be this color, or I could do a plain green and then draw. I could totally collage some of the roses on there and do my own version of plant illustrations on here and have it be green. I might do that. And have little bits of this. Maybe the inside. You know, like when you open, here, let me show you. Let me show you my planner this year. Okay. So when you open it, you get this beautiful brown. It's a gorgeous brown. It's on both sides. What can you see? I went really thick with the core watercolor there. No personal memo. But they're like the inside leaf pages here. It'd be pretty to do something like this too. So I really want it to look, as slapdash as I am and as crafty as I'm putting this together, I really want it to look like it's meant to be a planner though too. I want all the things and I don't know how to do it. So I'm gonna slap it together and we're gonna hope it works. We're really gonna hope it works. Because I'm cutting this to this size. And it's gonna be a custom size. And I don't know if that will. I'm definitely going to have to it'll probably front cover into back cover, and that'll look kind of cool. Art through the ages. This isn't the world's best art history book. If you're looking for an art history book recommendation, go on Goodreads, do some research before you purchase. We got this one used. It's fine. It's just, I know there's better ones. Especially if you're looking for specific stuff. Like if you want art from Africa, this isn't the book. Like get a specific book that is different arts from different countries of Africa. Or if you want art from Asia, again, it's so massive when you say things like that. Like you can think, well, do you just want Nigeria? Do you want Mozambique? Do you want Malaysia? Do you want the Philippines? Like, get specialized books, because a general book like this is going to be highly Eurocentric, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's just not the most inclusive. So, cutting, trimming, folding, making, gluing, and then I need to pull this guy apart. He's got two staples. He's got two staples here. Where is the center of the madness? And if there's enough left over, I feel like I could keep using pieces of this since they don't make this anymore. I wish they did. I get it. I'm not like mad at these flower plant companies. They've got to survive too. So for them switching to digital catalogs only, like it makes sense. I just wish I knew they were all going to do that. Like Renee's Garden, Botanical Interests. Gosh, I love their catalogs. I just can't get them anymore. And maybe you still can, in which case, tell me your secrets. But, okay. And you can see that this staple was rusting. We have a humidity issue here. It rained 2 inches last night, so happy late August. This is our summer. So with how much humidity and moisture we have in the air, again, we live in a forest, and that's how our massive trees get the water with the fog and all the stuff. But things tend to rust and get weird. So I have to be sure. If I go to make signatures of this, like if I want individual little booklets of like 5 or something, I put them together because I want to, this is supposed to be about the cover, but this is really just about building this thing. I'm going to cut pages out of here that I don't want. But look at that. That's a really cool photograph. Wouldn't a quote be nice there for the year? Or like a goals or intentions on a page like that? It's so nice, and I'm going to be cutting it. I want to keep this glued. It's such a nice binding that if I trim pages out and then I stitch little signatures in, I think it could work. I totally think it could work. I don't need a planner with 500 pages. I don't need that. I need a planner with about, what would be the most? Let's think. 60 pages would be the most I probably need for 2025. And that gives me plenty of pages for drawing, for writing, for notes. If I want to make some memos, if I want to like do some collage bits, if I want to have some drawing areas. I kind of want my planner to be a little work of art. I don't need this information about bare root roses. I don't need it. Ooh, that's a nice photo, huh? Their photography is on point. Can we acknowledge that? That whoever does the photography for David Austin, like their 25th edition, like knocks it out of the park. Look at that. Behind the cover, like I could cut this and make 2 bookmarks that would last forever. My kids would love that. But the photographs in this edition are just absolutely gorgeous. I can't. Give your photographer a raise, please. Oof, stunning. Ah. We don't even have any roses. That's the kicker. Our eldest was doing a botany thing for biology in ninth grade. And wanted a rose. And we ended up going through seeds and doing morning glories and pansies for her projects. So, yeah, we didn't even end up buying a rose, and we get these catalogs. So it feels a little wasteful, and the whole point and purpose of this is to not be wasteful, to utilize all the resources we have available to us. And these catalogs are such a resource. I mean, if nothing else, if you collage or like decoupage, look at that peach and purple. Come on, somebody understands color theory. Somebody got it. Somebody understands. So, the composition is nice. Even if you wanted to study this for illustration purposes, I should just do a video on these catalogs, because the composition is really nice. And you can see from the way that they have cropped and trimmed this photograph that it's not really about the house, it's about the climbing rose. You can see that that's the focal point by how they trimmed it. So, yes, they have the purple that makes the this really deep fuchsia pop, but it's the largest. So you have the hierarchy here, and it's in the center when you look at the center of the page. So it's the focal point, it has the hierarchy, it's dominant, it's the brightest color. Like, somebody understands the elements of design and color theory, which is really, really nice. Look at these photographs. I can't. Folks having fun on a bicycle? Come on. I love photos of joy. And that just looks like a joyous photo. So, yeah, they knocked it out of the park for 2024. I'm interested, and look, they even have like color swatch breakdowns. Who did this catalog? It's gorgeous. It's really, really beautiful. Like, understanding the different colors to bring each other out. And then again, when you plant, like the smaller, shorter flowers in the front, the taller, bigger ones in the back, so you can see everything. And then there's plant rotation for your annuals. There's a lot that goes into gardening and understanding some of this stuff. Like, yeah. Rose care. Even like making tools look nice. There's an art to photographing like the everyday and making it look extraordinary. Look, I really like this photo. It's obviously a cut rose. It's obviously trying to grow back and strive and thrive. It's a great photo. Here's a lovely black and white one. I might cut some of these and collage them elsewhere. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. Look at that. Like, the understanding of color. Woo! That's such a pretty fade in and out of the different colors. It helps choosing, because there's such decision fatigue when you're purchasing something and there's like, 50 to choose from. You go immediately to the color, you go immediately to the petals. Like, they understand how to organize this so it's easier for you to purchase. That's really, really smart. And again, look at that spread. Look at that cover. Well done. Well done. It's a great photo. Okay. I'd say this video is all over the place, but so is my thought process. So is all the things I want to do. So, I may have to have like a little envelope or start a little section that's just pieces parts for this stuff, so I can save it for following years. And then we will get into, eventually I will show you, I have a catalog that is, I don't want to call it rare, but it hasn't been in print in years and years and years. And it's a unique paper and it's a unique company that merged. So I may use that for 2026. I created a playlist that is about putting this planner together, so you don't have to hunt through all my videos, and that should save you time. I will link the playlist in the description box. It is also on like the videos tab on my channel if you wanted to check out some of my different playlists. I'm not the best at putting them together just because I have so many videos to hunt through and organize. It takes a lot of time. But this is its own specific playlist if you want to just see me, who doesn't know how to journal or like bind so well, or like junk journaling. I've been reading and looking at videos and articles of that and trying to like really encapsulate the spirit of that and some of the quirky fun of that. So yeah, but I really want to be able to draw in here too. So I don't know if I'm going to tape in some watercolor paper. I have my Strathmore mixed media. This is the 500 series. This is from my roll. This is 100% cotton. I could totally tip in or tape in or glue in some pieces so I can add some watercolor elements as well. Like that's another option if I want a watercolor cover. The only problem is this is only like 90 GSM, so it's really, really thin. And again, it's white. This is not ivory. This is not ecru. This is not mother of pearl. This is really, really white. So it would dirty fast. Like I would have to figure out. Here's the thing. I'm not buying anything. So that's sort of the one rule of me putting this together, is I'm not allowed to buy anything. So everything I have, I just have on hand. And I don't know if I should cut up, you know, like sheet protection pages. I have one that's in really bad shape, so just ignore the quality of this one. But I have some of these that are in infinitely better condition. But maybe I can use some of one of these cut up and attached and glued as a cover if I'm doing a watercolor cover. The plastic would definitely protect. This one's in bad shape because it's been protecting something else, but that's another option. And again, I have this guy as well. So I don't know how well this stuff sticks to paper. It's such a fun print if you're into ferns. And this whole thing seems to be plant related, so it's kind of on point. It's very botanical. So I hope this video helped. I hope it gave you at least one idea, if not two, or it just entertained you as you giggled along with me as I tried to figure out how to do this and the things I want to do and how I'm narrowing all this down and fine-tuning it all. Because I think it's going to look good once I'm done. I'm hoping it looks good. I need it to work and I need it to last. So if it looks absolutely a fright, or it looks like a train wreck, or it just looks messy, but it lasts and it works, then it's going to be a success. I don't know if I can get all three. It's the trifecta of success there. So I will keep you posted. In another couple weeks, I will have some bits and bobs put together and some more attachment ideas. I've been looking at binding techniques. I might find a different style of stitching things in that is more effective. We have a lot of embroidery floss, and I have some bookbinding thread. I don't have a world of choices, but again, I'm not buying anything. So this is all found, kept things in the house. We are recycling here, folks. 2025, reuse, reduce. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you have an absolutely wonderful week, and I will talk to you later. Bye.